Hey, Lindsay.
You brought the whole crew with you.
Yeah, I know.
Always wondered the tininess of the entourage.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we'll go and get started. Go ahead, Caleb.
The mic.
At what point did you know you were going to take that shot?
Honestly, I got the ball turned in the pocket, and I saw Yenny was making the run, and I saw Chapman drop, and I took a quick look up before, and I saw that Jane was off her line. So, it kind of happened so fast, but also so slow at the same time. I feel like I've just really been playing in my flow state, and that's what's led to goals, which has been so cool. It happens, and I'm almost like, what just happened, But yeah, it's just been really good. So that was that.
Flow state. Can you break that term down for us a bit?
Yeah, I think for me, my float state's like when I'm not really even thinking that much about it. I'm just playing. I'm just being me. And I've noticed, and I've worked on that. I do that consistently in training. It's just sometimes with games, I could be nervous or I'm thinking too quickly or too ahead or behind. So I've just really focused on just what I do in training is prepping me for the game. So just do that. And that's just been, it's like a relief to play as an athlete in that flow state.
As the captain of this team, we were just talking to Jimmy about a little bit of his perspective, big picture on this season, and how thinking about, how can we improve on what we did in the first half of the season, and now not just focusing on who gets credit for things going well, but continuing to contribute. As a leader on the team, how are you kind of seeing the season from a bigger perspective at this point?
Yeah, I think I definitely do a lot of reflecting as a leader, especially in the first half of the season being out. I had a lot of time on my hands, just to think. But I really think when we came back in the second half of the season, it was just what do we need to work on? And it just breaking it down. And even as simple as box defending, we nailed that down for weeks. And then we moved on to the midfield. Then we moved on to the front line. So I think overall, when I think of the season, I think of the first half, and I'm okay, flush that. Let's go on to the second half. And I know we can make a run here, which has been really good. And I think the biggest thing as a leader has been just encouraging that growth and that growth mindset. And if we have that, we'll set us up for success.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Congratulations on the goal. Congratulations on the win. I'll even give you congratulations on the shutout because it was a team effort.
Thanks.
But we've talked about it in here a little bit before you came in, that the vibe seemed really high from warm-up to the celebrations with the goals, you running to the sideline, the hugs. Again, the vibe just seems immaculate and really high. Is it so much that it was a Sunday at 4 game and it's beautiful weather, or is it what you just mentioned that you can see the run that's coming, you feel the form that the team's in? Just what's your take on just how the team seems to be gelling and feeling?
Yeah, honestly, the 4 o'clock game kind of scared me because that's usually my nap time. So I was okay, how am I going to make changes for my game day prep? But honestly, I would say it's just credit to the girls. It's the vibe of the group. I feel obviously we've had some changes. We've had results, we've had bad results, we have good results that I think the group has really just leaned in on each other. And as a leader, I'm definitely encouraging that every single day. And I think when you have a locker room that just loves each other, pours into each other, and competes every single day, we're made for success. And that's just been really cool and just something you enjoy going to work every day, So that's somewhere where I want to be. That's a culture I want to cultivate. And to get the results from that, you're okay, it's working.
And you are the official leader. You have another huge leader on the sideline right now, and I believe it was Poe that you hugged. I could be wrong when you came over.
Yeah.
How much does her support from the sideline mean to you and the team? Because she is loud and involved throughout the match.
Yeah, I think Poe is the definition of a selfless leader. Whatever is going on in her life, she always puts the team before her. And that is just such a special person. And I'm lucky where she's one of my closest friends and everything like that. But the amount of times I look at her and I tell her, I'm you don't understand how crucial you are to our team. And she's, a veteran. She's been in this league. She's serving in a different role where she's not getting minutes. She can make it about herself and, drag the group down. But she just pours herself into the group and pours herself to being the best she could possibly be, and just not make it about her. And honestly, if you want a team to be successful, you need players like that. So just honestly amazed by her, and it's really cool to be able to gush about her on media right now.
Well, can we gush about one more player too? Because
Yeah.
we learned that Kaylee doesn't love a lot of attention, and yet it was her first goal
Yeah.
for the Utah Royals in regulation play or in season play. How much does she mean? How much do you think her goal kind of exemplifies what she brings to this squad.
Yeah, I think Kale is also so similar to Poe, where she's been through a lot. Even I think if you think of our first half of the season and our second half, Kale wasn't involved in the first half. She was involved in the second half, and the second half is looking better. And that's credit to her. You know, she is not about herself. She's about the team. She pushes everyone to be the best she could be. You know, she'll scream at me at practice if I do something wrong, and I know it comes from a place where she knows I can do better. And we need that. I need that. So, she's so humble. She's so hardworking. Again, I think having players like that on your team really sets you up for success. And it's just been, we're so lucky to have her. And I'm so happy she got the goal. And I think, honestly, her scoring early for us and being Kale, it gave us like a momentum that, okay, we're going at them, which was really fun. Yeah, thanks.
For the record, Paige, Sunday at 4 o'clock is usually my nap time as well.
Good,
so
I'm
I
glad.
just want to say you're not alone.
Right? NFL playing in the background. Like, what are we doing?
You know exactly where I'm at. You know exactly where my head's at. On the home crowd, it feels, and obviously this is from the outside, you guys are working week to week, game to game kind of a thing, so maybe it doesn't totally feel this way, but it feels like it's been forever since you guys were at home, and I think it felt that way for a lot of the fans out here tonight. The energy was really good. Like, the fans were getting into it. You should have seen the halftime performance. It was something. Yeah, go look it up. Did it feel like it's been a while since you guys got to, perform here at AFF and get in front of that home crowd and that sort of thing? And did that kind of drive you to start as well as you did, maybe?
Definitely. I mean, we had the 3-game road series or whatever you want to call it, where we were just everywhere and anywhere, that when we came back, we were all like, oh, the mountains, like the pitch, like this is so beautiful, which honestly was a good refresher. But then to be in front of the fans who have stuck with us, like through the lows, through the highs, it meant everything to us. And yeah, I think it did give us energy for sure, because we were definitely slamming some Red Bulls before the game.
Thank you, Paige. Oh, sorry.
I don't even know. It's just like the sugar-free one, whatever that one is.
Just blue.
Yeah, I'm like, Red Bull sponsor us. Cool.
All right.
Is that it?
I think we'll end there. Thank you, Paige.
Mic drop. Mic drop. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for your patience.